on, y'all? It's your boy Frost BBM from I Am Visuals, and today I am excited to share with y'all the entire process of utilizing the Rush Hour plugin, from importing your vehicles in from Blender, how to clean them up and how to get them ready for export, how to bring them in and train them, how to create a spline and use them inside of Sequencer, as well as how to customize them, add materials, add drivers, add lights inside of the blueprint to make it pretty much your own. So give it a look and a feel and a vibe that fits you best. So really quick, shout out to GD Corner. That is the guy that created this plugin. And man, he sat it with me a couple nights, all night, until I got the hang of this thing. So I'm excited to be able to share this with you guys. And as time goes on, I have some more in-depth tutorials on this plugin as well that I'll be sharing with you, because he just added a few new features. So once I learn them, I'll pass the knowledge on. There's no gatekeeping, obviously. So real quick, let's dive in. I'm gonna show you how to get this done. So when you start a new scene in Blender, or when you open Blender, you're gonna have this cube, this light, and this camera. These are the essentials. This is what you start out with. First thing you wanna do is hit A, then hit X to delete. A is for all, X is to delete. And now we have a basic scene. Let me show you navigation. Okay, so again, A is for everything, all, X is to delete, okay? So when you're inside of Blender, your middle mouse is the key to all of your movement, right? So just clicking the middle mouse and moving it around will allow you to rotate around the scene. Holding shift will allow, and clicking middle mouse will allow you to grab and move. Control and middle mouse will bring you in and out. You can also scroll the middle mouse to move forward and back. Okay? Those are the basics. N button opens up your sidebar to give you access to all of your add-ons, so forth and so on. So for what we're doing, those are just the basics. You don't really need to know too much more, because we're just going to do a basic export of a vehicle from Blender to take over into Unreal Engine and train it and have it ready to go for rigging and all of the fun stuff over in Unreal. Okay, so I'm gonna hit the N button, and I'm gonna come down to Poly, which is traffic, which is a really cool add-on. If you don't have it, I suggest getting it. You can get a package for $1.99, and you get a couple cars so that you guys can follow along and learn this. I mean, for $1.99 to get, 2 or 3 cars, I think is grand. It's unbeatable. So let's find a car to bring in. Okay, let's do this Porsche 911, right? You want to do this Porsche 911? I've got the GTR, I've got most of this stuff in already. So yeah, let's do this Porsche 911. I like this. Porsche 911, make editable, use traffic collections and light supports. Click OK, and here it is. Now we have everything lined up. Let me make sure it's editable. Yes, it is. First thing we want to do is click on Pose. Left click Pose, come down here to Object Data Properties, click on that, and then hit Rest Position. Next thing we want to do is we want to rotate our vehicle 90 degrees, because in order for Rush Hour to work, your car needs to be positive on the X-axis with Y to the left. Don't ask me why, but that's how it goes. When the rig is installed on your vehicle, it needs to be in that position in order for the rig to work. All right, next thing we want to do is come over here and click A. Remember I told you A is for all. We want to make sure that everything is selected. Come to Object, go down to Relations, and make Single User, then Object and Data. What this does is this ensures that every wheel is not connected. Sometimes you'll try to edit one piece of your geometry and it'll be connected to other pieces, like all of the wheels could be connected and so forth and so on. So we've got that done. Let's go back over here, hit A. Next thing we want to do is Object, come down to Parent, Clear and Keep Transform. Make sure there's no connections. Then Apply All Transforms. Come over here to pose, left click on pose and hit X to delete the rig. We also want to delete the light system. So now all we have is our vehicle. So if you want to like navigate, let's say you're all the way back here and you want to get to that, just hit the period on your number pad. And now you're on your vehicle. Okay, next thing I would like to do is, let's come back over here, hit A, then come up here in the object mode. You can go down to edit, or I like to hit the tab button to bring up everything. Then hit A to select it all. And then go to, make sure you're in vertices mode right here, which is here. Faces, this is edges and this is faces. We want to be in vertex. Go to mesh, clean up, delete loose. Nothing was deleted, no need. Hit A again. What is really, it's clean, so we're already good. Object mode, A. Object, clean up, make sure there are no material slots that aren't needed, and now we should be good to go. Next thing we want to do is open up the rush hour add-on. We don't need to do the advanced because it's already, this car is really simple. It's just a couple pieces. It's not like really complicated. Like we don't have to break down the interior, the hood, the engine. Like certain apps will have vehicles that just have a ton of parts. And that's why I like using traffic for exporting into Unreal, because it's just a simplified process, okay? So, do you see this warning right here? File not saved. This is the first thing you have to do outside of rotating your vehicle inside of Blender, because your rigged vehicle is gonna go to the same place that your blend file is saved in. So if you haven't saved it, you're not gonna be able to export. So save as, go to wherever you're going to put your file at, and let's just do Porsche _ tutorial. And then save it. Now you see that this warning, once it's saved, that warning is going to go away. None at this time. Now, since we're ready to go, all we have to do is, we're using the simple vehicle setup. We're not going advanced on this one. Just click prepare scene. And you can see right here that it's created a bunch of folders for us to bring our assets in. The beauty of this is it's so simple. Like I say, the car is already broken up, so just click add to body. Turn that off. Wheels, front left, front right, rear left, rear right. Highlight, add the front left. I like to turn them off as I do them. Sorry. Add to front right, front left, rear left, and rear right. Now, the next thing we want to do is separate our brake caliper from our tire. So you just drag it and put it in that brake caliper folder. And what that's going to do is, when you turn this off, you see the brake caliper itself is isolated. So when the wheel spins, you see those words are backwards. So when the wheel spins, that tire, that brake caliper doesn't go with it, just like it should be in for real. So all we're gonna do is, for each wheel, drag the brake caliper up into the proper folder. And now let's turn the body back on, and that's it. Your vehicle is ready to go. So all we need to do now, I will come down here, set up scene scale. It's already set, and we can close the advanced and then just click export vehicle simple. Wait for it, and then we'll go in and check, and I'll show you how to make sure that your vehicle exported properly and it's ready to go over into Unreal. Boom. So that's it. It's exported. That blue went back to gray. So now we should be able to open up our folder, same place that we saved our file at. You should see Porsche tutorial. See, so we got our JSON file, our proxy mesh, and then the rest is everything that we need, right? That's it. We're done here. We can close out Blender. You don't have to save it. You already saved it. So don't save. Now, let's come over here and let's open up Unreal. Inside of Unreal, make sure that your plugins are turned on. So we have Rush Hour turned on, and then in your content drawer, come to settings and make sure you have show engine content and show plugin content checked on. And what we're going to do is we want to, for one, let's go to imported vehicles, and you'll see that our Porsche is not here yet. So what we need to do is we need to come down to our engine, then go to plugins and type in Rush Hour. Rush Hour vehicle animator content. Go to blueprints and then come into vehicle importer, right click, and then run editor utility widget. So the type of vehicle we have is sedan all-wheel drive. Select that. Also prefer Rush Hour materials. I like to turn, you can leave nanite off or on. It kind of messes with things, so it's up to you. I'm going to leave it on. I'm actually going to turn it off. And then when it comes in, because nanite typically messes with like your transparent objects and stuff like that, makes them look really crazy, but let's just leave it on. So let's just see how it goes. Okay, so now you're going to click import, and we're going to go to that area where we saved and bring in that file. So project files, we use the Porsche tutorial, open. All right, we have no warnings. That's perfect. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to, let's check our imported vehicles. Let me just create an environment real quick. Ultra dynamic sky, blueprints, landscape. Just something small. I'm going to eat my GPU up. Create. Okay, selection mode. And let's just check our vehicles, imported vehicles, right here. So here's our Porsche, and then we can bring out our blueprint. And you see what I mean? This is why I don't like the nanite. So we can go into static meshes, select this, and disable nanite. And there we go. It's kind of okay for the tires and the calipers and all of this. Let's just go around the car, hit F and then Alt. To rotate around your vehicle. Make sure nothing is see-through, because if it is, that means the normals were inverted. And everything's good here. Let's try my Challenger. The N button to make it come to the ground. F, Alt. We have no inverted normals. Great, but again, turn the nanite off. Excellent. And then let's check our Ferrari, the Roma. I'm turning. Yep. When you disable nanite, it just changes everything. It just makes everything look great. So let me see something. I'm sorry. I just want to check my Hellcat. Let's turn off nanite for all of this. I think that's why my nanite came out. Why my Challenger came out looking crazy. Yeah. My Hellcat. I got the Hellcat, baby. Yeah. So nanite, it really just messes things up for whatever reason. But okay. Now let's go back into our content drawer and go back down to rush hour. Let's type in rush hour, because now it's time to train your vehicle. So remember up here, rush hour content, vehicle animated content, blueprints, and go to training menu, right click, run utility widget. All right, so now what we're gonna do to train our vehicle is load training environment. This is our training environment. This is where the vehicles will be trained. Select which vehicle to train. We're going with Porsche Tutorial BP, right? And just click on begin training. Oh, wait, stop. We need to cancel the training. All right, escape. That's how you abort the training. I missed a step. Inside of our imported vehicles, we need to go into the physics asset. I completely forgot, sorry. So inside of your physics asset, we need to set up our collisions. So for body, we're gonna select body, come over here to the type, your primitive type, and you're gonna go to single convex hull. You can increase your hull verts. I do 32 because it just makes it fit better, and then regenerate bodies. And as you can see, we have a way better rack for our collisions. For the wheels, you're gonna select all of them. Instead of primitive type being a single convex hull, we wanna do spheres, and then just regenerate bodies. And now we have way better collisions. Save this. You can actually close out, and now we should be able to do our training with no problem. So make sure you do that part. Run utility widget, bring in our vehicle, BP Porsche Tutorial. Right here, and then begin training. And now we're good to go. And then you just let this train and give it a minute. It takes a while, but when you're done, trust me, you'll be glad that you waited. Nothing worth having comes easy, right? You gotta wait for things sometimes. You can left click and hit C to change the camera view. You can hit V to go to a different vehicle and check the training. So just want to get different views of what's going on. It's pretty cool. All right, training has stopped. We're good to go now. Okay, first thing we want to do is we need an area, we need an area to drive our vehicle, right? I'm going to do something really simple, something really basic, and just give you guys an idea of how things are done. Let's do procedural road generator. Blueprint. So this is procedural road generator, which I absolutely love. So we can leave it down here. We don't need to come up this high. We can just closer to the ground is better. Maybe we should have made our landscape a bit larger. Nonetheless, I'm just going to show you guys how this goes. So we have start and end. It doesn't really matter about the landscape size because we're gonna change that deformation anyway. So let's just create a root. So come into your content drawer and we're going to go back down to our rush hour and we're going to do an animator. I think it's up here. Add, place actors panel, rush hour, vehicle animator path. And we're going to bring that in. So here's our start and end. We're going to bring this over where we want it to start, bring it down. And we're just going to create a spline. Same way we did for the road. We're just going to create a spline and make it follow. You can also go top view, perspective, top. And as you can see, this is our road here. Where are we? We'll just come like this. Alt and drag out for a new point. And then you can just turn it this way. It's like doing a Bezier curve. It's simple. So we don't have a lot going on here. I'll do another one. You can also hit E and rotate it and play with it until you get it the way you want it. You know, I don't like how sharp that curve is right there. So we're gonna just, pull it up to just smooth it out. And then that's our end point right here. Right here, this is horrible. Okay, that looks a lot better. Okay, I'm gonna come back to perspective and, oh yeah, that's gonna look bad. Okay, there we go. So let's come back down here. Okay. So right here, we're gonna do, for our profiles down here inside of the animator, we need to do vehicle type. We need to pick our Porsche tutorial. And then driver profile, I like to go for racer. And I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything else. Okay. So here, we'll come down. We need to go into world settings inside of our rush hour. Game mode, spectator view. Okay. All right, here it is. Left click C, different views. Oh, shit. Oh. We got the endpoint off of the map. So let's bring us back here. And then every time we do this, we have to reset path speed and align to ground. And simulate. And there. That's it. Now, I'm going to show you a few parameters. You can increase your profile strength to make them drive a little more aggressively. Corner force modifier, and then there is this new for the handbrake. We'll get into that later because I think I need to update my I think I need to update. No, here we go. Cornering force. Yeah. No, yeah, I need to update for the handbrake. I need to update my input. I mean my plugin. So we can also go frantic. You got Sunday driver. You know, we got slow poke. We can look through a few of these. Let's try Sunday driver and simulate. You want to just go for a nice little cruise on Sunday. Sunday driver. Let's do, and if you drop this down, obviously they're going to drive less aggressive. No, this is really lax. If we go to frantic and increase and go up to like 1.4, cornering force modifier, and then hit simulate. Frantic's gonna go like really nuts. So you see how that corner, he's like, woo, pretty much fishtailed around that corner. I like that one. So now that you're at a simulation, we're gonna enable take recorder in order to be able to turn that into a cinematic. So if you don't have take recorder installed, go to plugins and then type in take recorder. Take and then enable take recorder, and then you're gonna have to restart. Open up your take recorder, and then I like to dock mine on the side right here. Play, pause, come here, turn off remove root animation. Make sure that is checked off before you do your take recorder. Start your take recorder and then run your simulation. Make sure you do that remove root animation first. Now end it. Now we're gonna go into our cinematics, and this is 115, and we have our simulation here. It's short. So we're gonna go into our subsequence, come in here, and first thing we wanna do is unlock our animation. Come down to your vehicle mesh, and over here you wanna go under physics, turn off simulate physics. All right. Close this out, start a new sequence, add a level sequence. And now what you want to do is you're going to add a shot track. All right, here we go. BP Porsche Tutorial Scene 115. And you can see that our vehicle is here now. Hit Control and scroll on the middle mouse wheel to extend this out so that it goes the length of the animation. And now let's place cameras around our vehicle. I'm just going to show you how to do the animation, and then after that we're going to go into adding customizing the vehicle for the look that you want. It's going to update automatically. So here we're going to go add a camera. I want to catch it right when it comes around this curve. So we'll go so I want it to be a little bit more like right here. Catch it as it comes around. So in order to see your shots, we need to add a camera cut track. And let's drag this up top. And our first camera is going to be Cinematic Camera Actor. And then once we get like right here, we'll do a cut. And then we'll go to Actor 2. Until it goes past. And then we'll go back to regular camera. All right. I needed to get out of that mode. Make sure you turn camera cuts off. Let's just since when, yo? Okay, let's hope everything goes smooth this time. Obviously, attaching the camera is like it's creating issues. Maybe that's something he'll get fixed at a later date. I don't know, but let's test our render now, and hopefully everything goes smooth. That car sitting on top, I think, is spawn on start setting that I need to just, you need to just disable that. But next, I want to show you guys how you can customize your vehicle, make it look the way you want it to look, and, you know, all of the cool stuff. Go to our imported vehicles. Imported vehicles, go to Porsche tutorial, open up the blueprint, and then go to viewport. And now click on this and all of our materials are going to pop up here. Remember when I was telling you about if you rename all of your vehicle, all of your materials before you export and make them match automotive extras? I have two that I use. I have automotive extras, and then I have another set that I have. All right, so here I have DD Vehicles Basic, which came from another pack that I downloaded. I like this because it just has more stuff, in my opinion. So we can go into materials, material instances, and then we've got a bunch of different stuff here. And then you can go into automotive extras, and they've got stuff too. Materials, carbon fiber, car paints. So let's do our car paint. Let's do this candy blue. Ugh, yeah, it's happening already. You see that? Okay. So that's one thing. Let's find our glass. Leather base, plastic glossy, red, metal matte, fabric, carpet, glass. So for glass, we're gonna back out. We're gonna come to materials, car paint, exterior. Let me see which one this is though. This is why I like DD, because I feel like I just have more stuff over here. I bounce between the two. See, for here we have glass. Let's do destructible glass. Okay, so that glass is not glass, it's mirror. So we need to find mirror. For right now, I'm going to use something like this, and then we can go into the settings and change it and just make it more reflective. Do we have a metallic? I'll probably have to make a material for that. But for right now, we'll just leave it. No, you know what? I think I made a material for this. Materials. Yep, mirror. Mirror instance. And now we should have You see that? That mirror is reflecting. All right. And we just pretty much have to go through here and find everything. It kind of sucks because, okay, so this is the glass for the windows. Takes a little bit of time, but for me, I enjoy doing it. So now we've got windows, and we can start seeing what's being done, because now we can see in the vehicle. So let's find another glass, or do something extreme like this. So if you don't know where something is, okay, we know that's the trim for the inside. I actually like that, but we're not going to do it like that destructible. So let's find a better material. Let's find the metal. Okay, let's do anodized metal. Okay. Okay, so we know we don't want this. Let's go into leathers, and let's find a nice black leather. Or let's do tan even. Nah, let's do black. Can never go wrong with black and red, right? Plastic glossy. Okay, that's the edges. So for that, we'll do a metal. Let's do this anodized. And give it a little bit of shine for the edges. Because I want to know what just changed. And it sucks because normally you can highlight each area on like a normal blueprint, but for some reason, was this supposed to be the anodized metal? Okay, that was the interior there. Those are the door handles, so we can go back. So far from here down, we've got everything right. Metal, matte, red. Let's do something like that glows. Give me something emissive. It's just easier for me to find out where it is. That's actually what it's supposed to be. I kind of like that, but I don't. So okay, that was what that first red was. So the interior and the Porsche sign are connected. So I'm gonna stick with that. Okay, let's do black leather, just like we got in the car. Black leather, carpet base. car paint black. Let's see, I think this might be. That's that trim right there, right? So what is this? So they can match these reflectives right here. Boom. We know we're gonna go up to materials, reflectors, and let's do emissive plastic black. I don't want that. So that's going to be anodized. And then steering wheel. Okay. You see this little hole right here? That means we had to flip normal when we exported it and we missed it. I'll show you how to fix that in the next tutorial. So now, body transparent, body interior, caliber. Anodized dirty. Ooh. I kind of like the red. All right. So one more thing that I want to add to these are some lights. So up here in our blueprint, we can go add, we can add point light. Radius about there. Source radius about here. And then bring it out some so that it sits off of the car. Line it up. What's up? You alright? Hello. Tyree. And then just duplicate it. And then bring this one over here. I would change the color to more of like a kind of like a blue, light blue. Control C. Okay, go to your other light. Come here. Control V. Okay. Right click, duplicate. Bring that to the rear of the vehicle. Bring the intensity down a ton and change this color to red. I'll put it between the two. Just so it's like the luminance from the back and the front of the vehicle as they're driving match. Unfortunately, there was nothing here for me to do with the headlights. Like up here. Because I could have put an emissive in there, which would have been a nice touch. However, we're going to stick with this, and then we can do an add skeletal mesh and name this driver. This is being added to the body. Skeletal mesh, I'll come in and I'll find one of mine. Let's just type in Tyree. Use animation asset. Let's type in driving. What the heck? Oh, here we go. And we'll just rotate them around. W. I don't know, it looks weird for some reason, but we'll figure it out. Oh, it looks all weird like that. compile and save. Now, inside of a basic scene, now if you import that vehicle now, anytime you bring in this Porsche, you're going to have a driver. And you're going to have headlights. And you can always go into your blueprint and change things around if you want. And they should update in real time. Like, you see how these lights are like, obviously that's not right. We want these lights to sit out a lot farther, so we can come in back into the blueprint. We can actually just dock the blueprint up here so we can come over whenever we choose. And let's bring these out a lot farther, because they should be in front of the car more than anything. For these back here, for one, this intensity is and you can see it update instantly here. A better way to test it, let's just bring the time of day down. And then go back into your blueprint and we can do 10, compile. Let's make it rain so we can see if we get any reflections off the ground. You can play with these settings though. If you want to drag this down, out, so you can actually see it update. Okay. There we go. So let's do our source of 0. compile it and save. And now, even if you go back out into your rush hour tech, you'll see everything has been updated. Oh shoot, you see his feet? Oh, we got to change that. And I'm going to show you how you can change that real quick too. Watch this. Let's just rotate them back and then bring them forward and then dropping them down. You know, it's just some small refinements. You can actually also, if you want, you can go into your actual skeletal mesh and then just delete the feet. Just a few small tweaks. I mean, you're not gonna like be doing close-ups. This is more so just for like an aesthetic. All right, he's not poking out. Let's compile that and save. And now we're good. All right, that's it. That pretty much concludes it. Man, I know that was a bit of information, right? However, if you took to it, then right now you are able to make some really cool cinematics utilizing vehicles inside of Unreal Engine. This plugin is like a game changer, sort of like cheat code, if that makes any sense. So me personally, I am extremely excited to see what you guys create utilizing this information that I have passed on, that was passed to me. So whenever you make anything, please tag me. My Instagram is below. You guys already know my YouTube. You're here. Also tag GD Corner 2. He would be excited to see what you guys are doing with this plugin. And there's more to come. He just did a new update for tractor trailers. There's a brake light material. There are a few things. He added a handbrake in the update. So there are a few things that I still need to learn. And when I learn them, then obviously I'll pass them on, and we can all go crazy with the vehicle animations. Also, these are chaos vehicles, which means you can crash them, you can run them through things, over things, into things, and they're going to interact because they have collisions in physics. So I just want to see what you guys can do with it. Some of you guys are way more knowledgeable in Unreal than I am. Some of you aren't. And together, we can all improve on our creativity and make, kind of like make the world a better place. Content is king these days. So, as usual, man, it's your boy Frost BBM from I Am Visuals. Stay creative, become immortal. Let's go.